I see a question about a link to the broadcast. That isn't something you guys really need access to. In fact, it would be a big honor code violation for you guys to access the broadcast. So if you have a friend who needs a link to the broadcast, they need to go into SCED. Oh, okay, for a mom who wants to watch. Yeah, so that is in, that's in SCED. I don't have the links up for myself. All right, so we are now broadcasting. So welcome again to Novice Round 3. We have Florida Gold, New Hampshire, and Ohio playing in this room. And we'll just do a quick introduction again. My name is Lisa Massoni from from California. And then the rest of you, do you want to introduce yourself or you want me to do it?
I'm David Fott, a scorer from Nevada.
I'm Will. I'm a protest mod. I'm from Texas.
I'm Andrew. I'm the backup moderator. I'm from Texas as well.
I'm Jenna Rosasenko Jackson. I am formerly of Florida, now of Indiana, and I will be the backup scorer.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jordan, and I'll be your timer, and I'm from California.
All right. Keep checking the SCED app for upcoming sessions. Don't forget that many colloquia are pre-recorded, and you can listen to them at any time. By participating in this session, you are agreeing to abide by the NJCL Code of Conduct and the guidelines, which I will go over. Do not record any audio or video without express permission. The moderator and the tech assistant have the authority to remind participants of the guidelines and to remove a participant from Zoom for not following the guidelines or the NJCL Code of Conduct. Please wait to be recognized to answer a toss-up, even if you appear first on your own screen. Occasionally, Zoom prioritizes you. We're going to go with the order on my screen. Audience, please be quiet for the duration of the match with cameras off. At the scores checks 5, 10, and 15, you can clap using the Zoom reactions or type encouraging words in the chat. But at 19, we ask that you only use the Zoom clapping reactions. And audience members are free to turn on their cameras and microphones at the end of the round. The Aurelia passage is present in the chat, so you can hear how I pronounce Latin. So I'll go ahead and read that for you. Aurelia, cui urbs placebat, erat in Aegypto, cum familia sua ingenti, et equo suo. Tredecam ludos magnos Iois, in amphitheatro Alexandriae spectavant. Tandem hic equus iratus domum recurre quaepit. Ehu. Players, please avoid actions that could be construed as consulting, including gestures and any verbal or electronic communication with other players, coaches, or audience members. You may communicate with your own teammates during a bonus by voice or Zoom chat. There should be no exclamations about consultation or other rules or procedures during a question in progress. Again, players, if you have a question during a toss-up, please speak up. Remember that moderators have discretion to make rulings during the rounds. If there is an issue you'd like to pursue further, please direct it to the Certamen chair. Please be polite and respectful of our judgment. Let's see who the team captains are. So I see Ohio 1 has a star, Florida Gold 1, and New Hampshire 1. Okay, excellent. It's sometimes easier for our old brains when it lines up that way. During the discussion of a bonus, whoever says final answer, that will be accepted. Once time is called, the next thing said by the team will be considered the final answer. Players, do you have any questions about round 3? You're good? You've done this twice before, so it's old hat. All right, so I think that we are ready to go, and we just need to wait for the official word.
We've got it.
We've got it. Okay, we can go. All right. So we will start with a practice question for no points. This particular question is a throwback question from 1986 semifinals. So let us do toss-up 0. In the Roman courts, who had the privilege of not having to swear to speak the truth? In the Roman courts, who had the privilege of not having to swear to speak the truth? All right, I have read it twice. The answer to that is a Vestal Virgin. All right, let us proceed to toss-up number 1. The Italian region of Lazio is geographically similar to its classical counterpart. Name this ancient province of which Rome was the capital. Ohio 1.
Italica.
No. The Florida Gold 2.
Italy.
No. I will read it a second time. New Hampshire 1.
Italia.
No, the answer we're looking for is Latium. No points on toss-up number 1. Toss-up number 2. According to the Aeneid, a priest of Neptune named Laocoon warned against bringing what object into the city? Ohio 1.
The Trojan horse.
The Trojan horse is correct. The question finished because he feared that Greeks were hidden inside, and the answer is the Trojan horse. Bonus 1 for Ohio. According to the Aeneid, what woman also warned against bringing the horse into Troy?
You would know this better than I do, Aaron.
I want to say Cassandra, but I don't think that's right.
I wouldn't know. So whatever you think is, give it a guess.
20 seconds.
Answer, please. All right, I'm not hearing an answer. We were looking for Cassandra. Bonus 2. Later, as represented in a famous statue group, Laocoon and his sons were killed by what type of animal? An event that convinced the Trojans that the gods had rejected his warnings.
It's a snake, right? Sound good to you?
That sounds good. You would know. So.
Snake, final answer.
Snake is correct. 15 points for, that was Ohio, yes? On question 2. Toss-up number 3. When recognized, perform the following commands. Pone unum manum post caput et surge alteram manum et simula spargere aquam in omnes. When recognized, perform the following commands. Pone unum manum post caput et surge alteram manum et simula New Hampshire 1.
Is my camera showing properly, or?
Yes. But I'm going to say that that is not the correct answer. So I will finish reading it the second time. When recognized, perform the following commands. Pone unum manum post caput et surge alteram manum et simula spargere aquam in omnes. All right, Florida 2. Sorry, can you do that for me one more time? Yes. So first bonus for Florida. When you're ready, perform the following commands. Ponite manus ad genam et tunc iterumque movete eas ad alium genam.
Could we have that in the? Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Can you guys try and
Okay.
translate that?
Okay, what's Genu again? Does somebody know?
It's
Gens is like family. I don't know. If
I think Genu is knee.
Okay, knee. And so put your hand on your knee and then again and again move
20
it
seconds.
to the other knee.
Answer,
Yeah.
please.
Okay, let's all do it.
Wait, I don't know if you can see.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. This is not Genu. This is Genam, which is your cheeks. So it was to put your hands on your cheeks and then move them back and forth.
Okay, I'm sorry. I led us on the wrong track on that one.
Toss
Okay.
up, or sorry, this is bonus number 2. When you're ready, perform the following commands. Dicite moderatori nec canere nec saltare possumus.
Okay. Tell to the moderator that quote. So I don't know if we're supposed to tell it in Latin or in English, but I think both would be fine.
But let's just say it in Latin. Yeah.
That seems like the safer bet. Are you ready? And it's just the stuff in quotes. 3, 2, 1. Nec canere, nec saltare possumus. And we all have to do it. Ready?
Oh, okay.
All of us?
Wait, can we count down?
Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Nec canere, nec saltare possumus.
Okay, so we are going to say probably yes, because it didn't specify you had to do it in English, although it was our intention for you to do it in English. So probably you will get the points.
Lisa, how would you like us to record that?
So I would say don't give the points right now because it's always better to add to points. But I'm going to say there's a pretty good chance that the points will be given.
Perfect, thank you.
All right. Thank you for that really excellent sprinkler for the toss-up, by the way. That was fun. All right, I think we're ready for toss-up 4. Translate the following sentence into English. Tibi licet mutare mentem. New Hampshire 1.
Shoot, I forgot the sentence. It is allowed for me. I'm so sorry.
Florida Gold 1.
You are allowed to change your mind.
That is correct. First bonus for Florida. Translate the following sentence into English. Liquid mihi nescire.
Okay, I have a bad feeling that's going to be very difficult. Let's wait to see it in chat. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Let's go. Wait.
What does liquid mean?
That's a great question.
What does nescire mean?
It's I know the word. I just can't think of it.
Well, it's
That's
from
the
skio.
problem.
That's pretty
20
clear.
seconds.
Answer, please.
Let me know.
No, so it would be it was permitted for me not to know, or I was allowed to not know, or not to know.
Okay, we had no chance on that. I'm sorry.
Bonus number 2. Translate into Latin using a form of licet. Will we be allowed to hope?
I don't know how to conjugate licet.
Look at the thing in the sentence. Maybe that. Do you think that it's like what
Alright.
conjugation do you think it is?
Well, they're saying using a form of liket, so that makes me think it's the main form, but just hoping we can conjugate it normally, which I doubt, it's going to be probably
30 seconds.
Sorry, Jordan, was that
Likemusne.
20 or 30?
30.
Okay, answer please.
Oh, 30 seconds. Likemusne spare.
It would be like bitne nobis sperare. So I believe that was 10 points for Florida
Yes.
on toss-up 4.
It's better than nothing.
Toss-up 5. Listen to the following passage, which I will read twice, and answer in English the question that follows. Germanicus erat dux Romanus, et in Germania pugnabat. Uno die milites Germanici non pugnare volebant, pecuniam volebant. Milites clamabant, et Germanicus timebat. Sed Agrippina uxor Germanici concilium capit. Agrippina infantem suum Gaium portavit, et eum militibus demonstravit. Gaius gerebat vestimenta militis, et milites eum amabant. Pugnabimus inquit miles, quod coligulam nostrum amamus. Repeating. Germanicus erat dux Romanus, et in Germania pugnabat. Uno die milites Germanici non pugnare volebant, pecuniam volebant. Milites clamabant et Germanicus timebat. Sed Agrippina uxor Germanici concilium capit. Agrippina infantem suum Gaium portavit, et eum militibus demonstravit. Gaius gerebat vestimenta militis, et milites eum amabant. Pugnabimus inquit miles, quod coligulam nostrum amamus. The question: what did Germanicus's soldiers, Florida Gold for?
Pecuniam.
I'm sorry, can you say that again? Zoom tried to eat your answer.
Pecuniam.
No, New Hampshire won.
Pugnare non volebant.
No. I will repeat the question. For Ohio, what did Germanicus's soldiers want? Ohio won.
New boots.
No. So the directions for this were answer in English. So money and not to fight were both correct answers, but they had to be given in English. So no points on toss-up 5, and we will do a score check.
The score after 5 questions: Florida Gold 20, Ohio 15, New Hampshire 0.
All right. Good work,
Just a
everybody.
second. Lisa, we've got the New Hampshire player in the waiting room, and we've been told that we can let them in if we can confirm they haven't been watching the live stream.
New Hampshire coach, do you have any idea from your player what was going on?
I do not. I haven't heard from him. Is it possible to just let him in for a second and ask him if he's been watching the live stream?
Well, why don't we'll let him in and ask him what happened, I think.
Okay.
Hi, Lucas. Can you let us know why you're so late for this round?
I'm gonna be like entirely honest with you. studying has like completely destroyed my sleep schedule, and I kind of took a nap at like 12, and I asked my sister to wake me up at like 3:30, and she didn't. I'm just being completely honest. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everybody here.
Okay. Just give us a minute. Sorry, it's a lot more difficult to to chat this way than in a real room. Okay, so Lucas, can you go ahead and change your name to you would be what, New Hampshire 4? And scorekeepers, do you have his name for the score sheet?
Getting it in now.
Yes. Yes, I have it.
Okay. Okie dokie.
I just want to say I'm sorry once again, everybody. Thank you for letting me in, you know.
Well, with the different time zones, it's definitely a challenge. And my my experience with in-person conventions is I always have students who sleep through like testing sessions they plan to go to because the nights are so late. And all right, so
Lisa, we do have someone else who seems to be trying to get in.
I'm wondering if it's an early intermediate.
Their name?
Charlie Dwight.
He's the Ohio coach.
Okay. So let's go on to toss up number 6. Just making sure everybody's back in the game. I know I need to get my head back into where it needs to be. All right, so we did toss up 5, we did a score check, and so we are ready for toss up number 6. Toss up 6. What profession is shared between a daughter of Zeus who suddenly resigned after getting married and a Trojan youth abducted by Zeus and named New Hampshire 1?
Cupbearer?
Cupbearer is correct. The question finished abducted by Zeus and named Ganymede. First bonus for New Hampshire. What goddess resigned the position of divine cupbearer after marrying Heracles?
Okay, I know I need to know this. Mommy Duvier, do you happen to?
I think it's Hebe. Yeah.
Makes sense because I know that she was the goddess of youth, and it makes sense that she would also be the original.
Cupbearer, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds correct.
Final answer?
8 seconds.
Answer, please.
Hebe, final answer.
Yes, I would usually say her name Hebe, but I think we're talking about the same person. Second bonus. Most say that the constellation Aquarius represents Ganymede, but others argue that it was what half-snake Athenian who judged the contest between Athena and Poseidon.
I'm pretty sure it's Kekrops.
Okay, do you want to say final answer?
Yeah, final answer Kekrops.
Yeah, Kekrops is correct for 20 points for New Hampshire on toss-up 6. Toss-up 7. For the verb specto spectare, give the form for the third person plural perfect active indicative. That was Florida Gold 1.
Spectawerunt.
Spectawerunt is correct. So it finished perfect active indicative, which would mean they watched. Bonus 1 for Florida Gold. For the verb dodare, give the form for the first person plural pluperfect active indicative, which would mean we had given.
Okay, do is slightly irregular, but I don't think it's going to matter here. We're
It's
just going to
third
take
party's daddy.
Yes,
Yeah.
I thank you. So if it's going to be Dedi, and we need pluperfect active indicative, first person plural.
Wouldn't it be
so that's
Didaramus?
the first person
20
plural.
seconds.
Answer, please.
Dederamus.
Dederamus is correct. Bonus 2. For the verb tango tangere, give the form for the second person plural future perfect active indicative, which would mean you all will have touched.
Wouldn't it be, because it's Tatigi is the third, so Tatigarim? Wait, no, sorry, it's not first.
20 seconds.
Answer, please.
Louis! Do I do final answer then, if he's not?
Yes, just go.
Tetigeritis. I'm sorry. Tetigeritis. Final answer. I'm sorry I was muted.
Can you say that for me one more time?
Tetigeritis. Would
Yes,
you like me to spell it?
No, it's fine. It's sorry. If I ask you to repeat, it probably has more to do with me than you because I'm old and my ears have a hard time with Zoom. All right, so that was 20 points for Florida Gold on toss-up 7. Toss-up 8. In the early empire, what 4 colors were used to denote Ohio 1?
Red, white, blue, and green.
That is correct, to denote the different factiones or racing companies in the Roman service. First bonus for Ohio. Which 2 additional colors were added under the reign of Domitian?
It's purple and gold, because that's the colors of JCL. Sound good to you?
That sounds good.
Purple and gold, final answer.
That is correct. Bonus 2, which 2 of the original 4 colors were the oldest, dating back to the Republic?
I have no idea. Do you?
Probably just say guess. Red and blue, final answer.
No, it's red and white. So that was 15 points for Ohio on toss-up 8. Toss-up number 9. Name 2 Latin cases and the Latin verbs from which they derive. Florida Gold 1.
Vocative from Waco and accusative from accusa.
That is correct. First bonus for Florida, give 2 more.
I think dative is do.
That sounds good to me.
And then genitive, no, nominative, probably
Nominative
nomen.
Nominative is nomen, that's not a verb.
Oh, sorry, verb. You said accusative, what?
I said accusative and vocative.
Okay. Wait, locative, No, that's not a verb.
That's also a adjective, I think. I don't even know. But we can probably make something
verb.
up. What about loquo? Does that sound like a verb for
20
you?
seconds.
Answer, please.
Sure.
Dative from do and locative from loquo.
Dative is correct. Locative comes from loco. Your second bonus, give one more.
Like a verb. Like
One more of these, yes.
Okay.
One more of these.
Nomen?
Thank you.
Nomen a verb? Can you try and do that? I don't know.
Nomen's not a verb, but you could probably try something like nomino.
Sure. Wait, just think wait, what about genitive?
There's
Like-
genitive and ablative outstanding.
20 seconds.
Answer, please.
Nominative from nomino. Final answer.
Can you spell your Latin word for me?
Okay.
Either out loud or in the chat.
I'll do it in the chat.
Okay. Okay, that is correct. So you get the second bonus. The others are genitive from gigno, ablative from alfero. So that was 15 points for Florida Gold on toss-up 9. Toss-up 10. Which of the following prepositions cannot take the same case as the others? Trans, in, pro, inter. New Hampshire 1.
Pro.
Pro is correct. First bonus for New Hampshire. What case does pro take?
It takes the ablative. Final answer.
Ablative is correct. Your second bonus, what two cases can in take?
Both the accusative and the ablative. Final answer.
That is correct. 20 points for New Hampshire on toss-up 10, and we will do another score check.
The score at halftime is Florida Gold 55, New Hampshire 40, Ohio 30.
All right. Excellent job. Let us proceed into the second half of the round here with toss-up number 11. Because he instructed his wife Merope to omit proper burial rituals, and because Ohio 1.
Sisyphus.
Sisyphus is correct. The full question continued. Because he tied up the god of death, what trickster was forced to ceaselessly roll a boulder up a hill in the underworld? And the answer is Sisyphus. Bonus 1 for Ohio. Name this god of death, whom Heracles once overpowered to save the life of Alcestis.
She said Heracles, so it's Thanatos. Sound good to you?
Yep.
Thanatos. Final answer.
Thanatos is correct. Your second bonus. In a proper burial, Greeks would place a coin of what denomination in the mouth of the deceased in order to pay Charon for passage across the Styx?
I want to say I didn't know yes.
I know this, I just can't think of it. Whatever you think, I would say. You probably make a more.
A denarius. Final answer.
No, the answer is an obol. So that was 15 points for Ohio on question 11. Toss up 12. Distinguish in meaning between the nouns casa and causa. New Hampshire 1.
Casa is house and causa is like cause, reason.
That is correct. First bonus for New Hampshire. Distinguish in meaning among these three nouns: cor, corona, and cornu.
Cor is heart, corona is crown, and cornu is horn. Final answer.
That is correct. Your second bonus, distinguish in meaning among these three nouns: kaides, kylum, and carmen.
Okay, I know Kylum is sky and Carmen is like home. What's Kaides?
Yeah, I don't know about
Okay.
Seamus, Lucas, any ideas?
20 seconds.
Answer, please.
Okay, since Kaide sounds a lot like Caduceus, I'm gonna go with Stick, Sky, and Song. No, Song, Poem in that order.
So the first word, Kaides, is slaughter or killing or murder. So that was 15 points for New Hampshire.
Oh, that actually makes sense when I think about it.
All right, toss up number 13. What Roman general won battles at Corinthus, Cyzicus, Nicaea, Issus, and Lugdunum? Florida Gold 2?
Septimius Severus.
That is correct. Before he could claim the sole rule of the Roman Empire in 197 AD, though he had been proclaimed emperor 4 years earlier, making him the first Roman emperor born in Africa. And Septimius Severus was the answer. Florida, your first bonus. Name one of Severus's rivals that he defeated in any of the battles listed above.
He defeated Niger at Issus. Final answer.
Can you give me more information?
He defeated Albinus at Lugdunum. Final answer. Wait, did you prompt me? Do I need his full name? Oh, Pasquinius Niger. There you go.
Yes, that's what I was looking for. Thank you. So you do get that bonus. And bonus number 2, name one of Severus's sons who succeeded him.
Oh, Caracalla. Final answer.
Caracalla is fine. So that's 20 points. On toss up 13 for, that was Florida, yeah? Okay. Toss up 14. After Apollo told Cupid that he was too young for archery, Ohio 1?
Daphne.
Yes. Cupid shot Apollo with a golden arrow that caused him to fall in love with what woman who became a laurel tree to escape? Daphne is indeed the answer. Ohio, your first bonus. Apollo was boasting about his prowess in archery to Cupid because he had recently defeated what giant serpent, the guardian of the site of Delphi?
It's Python, right?
I think so, yeah.
Python, final answer.
Python is correct. Bonus 2. The god of what river, who was once diverted by Heracles along with the Alpheus, was the father of Daphne and transformed her into a laurel tree?
Oh.
The Phineas, right?
What'd you say?
Phineas.
I think so.
Phineas, final answer.
Can you say that for me one more time? I'm just having a little trouble with
Phineas,
Zoom.
do you want me to spell it?
Sure. Yes, that's fine. I just was not hearing the first letter you were saying, and that's fine. So that is 20 points for Ohio on toss-up 14. Toss-up 15. What is the meaning of the Latin verb at the root of exclamation? New Hampshire 1.
Since it comes from clamo, clamare, to shout.
That is correct. New Hampshire, your first bonus. What is the meaning of the Latin verb at the root of capture?
It's to take or to seize. Final answer.
That is correct. Your second bonus, what is the meaning of the Latin noun at the root of civilian?
Citizen. Final answer.
That's correct. 20 points for New Hampshire on toss-up 15, and we will do another score check.
Yes, the score after 15 questions is Florida Gold 75, New Hampshire 75, Ohio 65.
Wow, this is a very close round. Excellent work. Let's do the final 5 questions here. Toss-up number 16. What abbreviation is given to a document that describes the entirety of one's career accomplishments, experience, and education? What abbreviation is given to a document that describes the entirety of one's career, accomplishments, experience, and education? Florida Gold?
RS.
No, that's not correct. I have read the question twice. The answer we're looking for is CV for curriculum vitae. So no points on toss-up 16.
Excuse me, Ms. Massoni, which Florida Gold player answered, buzzed in there?
2, Florida Gold 2.
Miss
Toss-up,
Massoni, hang
yeah.
on. Florida Gold 2 player has a question.
Yes.
I was raising my hand to indicate that I buzzed. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, I thought you had a question. My bad.
Okay. I think we're good to go on to toss-up 17. Okay, toss-up 17. Where did the second triumvirate meet in 38 BC to renew the Lex Titia for another 5 years? Florida Gold 2?
Luca?
No. Where did the second triumvirate meet in 38 BC to renew the Lex Titia for another 5 years? I have read the question twice. The New Hampshire 3?
Actium?
No. All right. The answer we are looking for is Tarentum. So no points on toss-up 17. Toss-up 18. Change the noun kiwes to the ablative plural. New Hampshire 1?
Kiwabus.
Kiwabus is correct. First bonus for New Hampshire. Change the noun pecunia to the ablative plural.
Pecuniis. Final answer?
Pecuniis is correct. Your second bonus, change the noun opus to the ablative plural.
Okay,
This is operibus, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, operibus sounds correct since operus is the genitive singular, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so operibus, final answer?
Operibus is correct. 20 points for New Hampshire on toss-up 18. Toss-up 19. What woman, the mother of Pyrrha, was given as a gift to the personification of afterthought, Epimetheus, and brought Florida Gold 3?
Pandora.
Pandora is correct. It finishes brought as a dowry a jar of evils that she eventually released. And Pandora is the answer. First bonus for Florida Gold. According to Hesiod's Works and Days, when Pandora opened her jar, only the personification of what feeling remained within?
Hope.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Hope, final.
Hope is correct. Your second bonus. What specific crime against Zeus led the god to ask Hephaestus to crash Pandora and loose her upon the world?
Taking fire for man.
I also think that is right. So
Okay. Taking fire for man, final.
Yep. We would have taken things like Prometheus's theft of fire, gift of fire to mortals, and so on. So that was 20 points for Florida on question 19, and we'll do a score check before the final question.
With one question remaining, the score is Florida Gold 95, New Hampshire 95, Ohio 65.
All right. Let's see about this final question. Toss up 20. What imperial woman was commemorated with a temple in the Forum Romanum built by her husband Antoninus Pius in 141 AD? Florida Gold 2.
Tanaquil?
No. Ohio 1.
Agrippina the Younger?
No. New Hampshire 3.
Faustina the Elder?
That's correct. Faustina the Elder. First bonus for New Hampshire. Today, that temple bears the names of both Faustina and Antoninus Pius, to whom it was dedicated following the emperor's death. At what village where he held his country estate did Antoninus Pius die in 161 AD?
Lucastino.
You would know better than I do. I know like no history.
Honestly, one I don't know.
Lorium, final answer?
Lorium is correct. Your second bonus. Antoninus Pius was not Hadrian's first choice for succession. His first choice was Saonius Commodus, who died before he could take the imperial reign. Who was the son of this Commodus who would eventually become a co-Augustus?
Lucas.
That sort of feels
3
like
seconds.
Lucius Verus or something like that. I don't know.
3 seconds.
I mean, I know.
I was about to say Lucius Verus.
Answer, please.
Pertinax, final answer.
No, it's actually Lucius Verus. So that was
sorry.
15 points for New Hampshire on toss-up 20, and we'll do the final score.
And the final score is New Hampshire 110, Florida Gold 95, Ohio 65.
All right. Excellent. So you will be able to check the score sheet to see which teams have made semifinals. Please do remember that there can be some adjustments of points as once we end the advanced round. So I would wait to check it until this evening. Congratulations to everyone for playing Certamen at Nationals. Whether you make semifinals or not, I hope that you had fun and got to hear some fun questions. I want to thank the players for a good round and our audience members for joining us today. I also want to thank our behind the scenes staff and convention organizers. We're going to get the digital scoreboard put in the chat, as well as the link to the moderator evaluation, so that you have access to both of those things. All right, so there's the score sheet link. And there's the moderator link. So thank you, everybody. And we are done with round 3, I think.
Great game, everybody. Thank you so much for moderating for us.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
That's the live stream, so
Hello, everybody. Welcome to intermediate round 3. I'm Will. I'm going to be moderating for this round. I'm from Texas. And if everyone from our moderating and staff crews would like to introduce themselves, go ahead.
I'm Lisa Massoni from California. I will be the moderator for protests.
Andrew Rist from Texas, backup moderator.
David Fott from Nevada, scorekeeper.
Generosa Senko Jackson, formerly of Florida, now of Indiana, scorekeeper.
Jordan Lee from California, and I will be your timer.
All right, and thank you all to everybody watching on the YouTube live stream. Remember to keep checking the SCEDA app for upcoming sessions. Don't forget that many colloquia are pre-recorded and you can listen to them at any time. By participating in this session, you are agreeing to abide by the NJCL Code of Conduct and the guidelines, which I will go over. Do not record any audio or video without express permission. The moderator and the tech assistant have the authority to remind participants of the guidelines and to remove a participant from Zoom for not following the guidelines and/or the NJCL Code of Conduct. All right, players, remember to wait until you are recognized to answer any toss-ups. The order that buzzes appear on your screen may not be the exact order that the buzzes appear on my screen, and it is the order that is on my screen that we are going to take as the official order. Zoom audience, please remember to be quiet and muted, no cameras for the duration of the match. At score checks 5, 10, and 15, you can clap using Zoom and type encouraging words in the chat. And remember that our score check at 19, we will only allow Zoom clapping reactions. And then at the end of the round, you are going to be free to turn on your cameras and everything like that. See, we have the Aurelia passage in the chat, which is great. I'll read that in just a moment. Players, remember to not do anything that might be construed as consultation. That means no gestures or verbal or electronic communication with other players, coaches, or audience members. The only way you can communicate with other players is in the voice chat or the Zoom chat on Zoom. Let's see. There should be no protests or challenges or exclamations or anything while I'm reading a question or during a question. If players have a question, if any players have a question during a toss-up, you should say it out loud so that I can hear you. I will probably not see if you raise your hand, so make sure that if you have a question during a toss-up, that you go ahead and get that out there verbally. Let's see. Remember that the moderators have discretion to make rulings during rounds. If there is an issue, please direct that to the Certamen chair. Please be polite and respectful of our judgment. I think I saw everybody's or all team captains, which is good. And now I'm going to read the Aurelia passage so that y'all can get an idea of how I pronounce Latin. Aurelia, cui urbs placebat, erat in Aegypto cum familia sua ingenti et equo suo. Tridecim ludos magnos Iovis in amphitheatro Alexandriae spectabant. Tandem, hic equus eratus domum recurrere coipit. Are there any questions about how I pronounce Latin, about anything that's going on before we get going?
When you pronounce dates, will you, for example, say 128 BC or 128 BC?
I will say 128.
Thank you.
Is your reading speed of the Aurelia passage an accurate representation of how quickly you'll be reading toss-ups or bonuses?
I'd say it's pretty close. It might be, I might actually read a little slower.
Do you pronounce the periods and abbreviations?
That is kind of on a case-by-case basis, I would say. All right, thank you for your questions. If there's nothing else, then you know what? I am gonna say the periods and abbreviations. Cool. With all that, okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started with our toss-up number 0. Now I will read one practice question for no points. This question does not necessarily reflect the difficulty of questions found in this tournament. Toss-up. Using a gerundive, say by making ships. Massachusetts 1.
Faciendis navibus.
Faciendis navibus is correct. Bonus number 1. Use a gerundive to say for the purpose of making ships.
So ad faciendas naves, right? Or ad naves faciendas.
Yeah. Okay. I think so, yeah.
Ad naves faciendas, final answer.
Ad naves faciendas is correct. And bonus 2. Give 2 people the order, pity your friends.
Yeah. How do you say pity again? Is that like piget?
I don't think so.
Or is it like
I don't know.
pario, right?
You can go with it. I don't know. So
Okay.
pari.
How do you, so like parite,
Where's the part? Yeah.
parite amigos
Tuos.
yeah. Final answer, parite amigos tuos.
That is not what I have on my page. Here I have miseremini amicorum vestrorum. I am not 100% sure if what you said was correct, but since it's our practice toss-up, there's going to be no points regardless, so we'll just move on. So that's no points on this toss-up because it's a practice. And remember that this year marks 50 years of Certamen. So this 50 years of Certamen throwback question came from the 1984 upper level semifinal round of NJCL Certamen. All right, and now for the toss-ups that count for points. Toss-up. What region of the Roman Empire contained the Liger, Garumina, New Hampshire 1?
Gallia.
Gallia is correct. Bonus number 1 for New Hampshire. Or I'll finish the question. The Liger, Garumna, Sequana, and Rhodanus rivers. Bonus number 1. Which of those rivers formed the border between Aquitania and Lugdunensis?
Can you paste a list of rivers, please? So I think it's the Liger. It's not the
Time.
Liger final.
Liger is correct. And bonus number 2. Which of those rivers flowed through the city of Lutetia?
So Lutetia is Paris, Sequana is the Seine, right? Okay. I think. Sequana is the Seine. Yeah, okay. Sequana final.
Sequana is correct. So that's 20 points on toss-up number 1 to New Hampshire. Toss-up number 2. What is the Latin abbreviation commonly found on tombs, which means here lies Massachusetts 1?
H period, J period, S period.
I believe I can take that. Yes, the rest of the question was here lies buried. On my page, I have H period, I period, S period, but I believe the J is fine. Bonus number 1 for Massachusetts. If a tomb bears the letters H period, I period, S period, then one would assume a body to be present within. What word is used to describe tombs that contain no such body and cannot accurately bear the inscription?
Is this like kenatophium or something? I don't know if that's the right word.
Isn't that for like a tomb for someone who's lost at sea?
Yeah, but they didn't have bodies on them, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that. Do you have anything better, Alex? Because
I have no idea.
you can go with that.
Okay, kenotophium, final answer.
Kenotophium is correct. And bonus number 2. What 4-letter abbreviation containing a subjunctive form of the verb esse can also be used in the context of graves and is found in a Marshall 929?
Yeah.
Go with it.
Go for it.
Okay. STTL, final answer.
STTL is correct. So that's 20 points on toss-up number 2 to Massachusetts. Toss-up number 3. Which emperor was able to restore Rome's dominance in the East by defeating Zenobia? Massachusetts 4.
Aurelian.
Aurelian is correct. Bonus number 1 for Massachusetts. Who was Zenobia's son, who had been declared an Augustus?
Yeah. Okay. Vabalothus, final answer.
Vabalothus is correct. And bonus number 2. In his reconquest of the East, Aurelian was completing the work of Claudius Gothicus. How had Claudius died?
Can you paste that?
What? Okay. I think he was like, wait, no. Do you want to just say like assassinated? Because I'm not too sure about this.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm sorry.
Okay. Wait. I actually want to say fell off a horse for some reason, but I don't think.
Isn't that someone else? Whatever, just go with it. It's fine.
Time.
Fell off a horse, final answer.
I'm sorry, fell off a horse is not correct. He died of a plague. So
we've had a request to keep exclamations out of the chat. So if players could please use the chat for buzzing and for discussion, but not the comments about nice work and so on. It's just making it a little hard for people to follow.
All right. So that's 15 points on toss-up number 3 to Massachusetts. Toss-up number 4. Of the nouns insidiae, sapientia, ventus, ros, praesidium, which is best described in the following Latin sentence? Cum aetate id venit ad eos qui audiunt et discunt. Massachusetts 1.
Sapientia.
Sapientia is correct. Bonus number 1 for Massachusetts. Which of those same nouns, insidiae, sapientia, ventus, ros, praesidium, is best described in this sentence? Quairos hoc cum te circumdari sentis.
Okay. So you seek
This with.
when you feel, or with.
Yeah, when you feel.
Circumdari, maybe ventus, because like when you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like you feel this all around you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Like ventus. Final answer.
I'm sorry, ventus is not correct. This is praesidium. And bonus number 2. Which of those same nouns, insidiae, sapientia, ventus, ros, praesidium, is best described in this sentence? Mane, hoc in summa herba apparet.
You know what ros means? I feel like. Can you paste that, please? Okay.
I do not honestly know what ros means.
I also don't.
So like
Alex,
this is.
do you know, or Neil?
I know. Do you guys know what insidiae or? Yeah. Do you know what that is?
It's like I think it's like crimes or something.
I would say ros, because.
Yeah, I'm thinking ros either because it's like in the morning. This is ros. Final answer.
Ros is correct. So that's 15 points on toss-up number 4 to Massachusetts. Toss-up number 5. What type of substance both produces a flower marked with the Greek lament II? Massachusetts 2.
Blood.
Blood is correct. The rest of the question. And miraculously falls from the sky when Zeus wishes to honor the death of his son Sarpedon. Bonus number 1 for Massachusetts. In his account, Ovid compares the fate of Ajax to what Spartan youth, who was transformed by his lover Apollo into a flower bearing the lament II on its petals?
That's good, right, Neil? Okay. Hyacinthus, final answer.
Hyacinthus is correct. And bonus number 2. In Book 12 of the Iliad, Sarpedon delivers a lengthy speech on glory to what man, who was his cousin and the co-commander of the Lycian forces?
Glaucus?
I think so.
Were you gonna say something else?
Yeah, I don't really know this, but yeah,
Yeah, I
Glaucus
mean,
makes sense.
they're cousins because like Bellerophon, blah blah blah.
Oh yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Okay. Glaucus, final answer.
Glaucus is correct. So that's 20 points to Massachusetts on toss-up number 5. And after 5, let's have a score.
The score is Massachusetts 70, New Hampshire 20, New Jersey 0.
All right. Toss-up number 6. De scribamus nunc proprietates dictionum in hoc sententia. Bono viro consule, patria omnia beneficia agere potest. Quo casu est? New Hampshire 1.
Oblativo.
Oblativo is correct. The full question, quo casu est viro? Bonus number 1 for New Hampshire. Cuius modi est agere?
Do you mind pasting the sentence into chat, please? So, infinitively?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Hi. Infinitively final.
Infinitivi is correct. And bonus number 2. Cuius generis est beneficia?
So, is it, so it's nutrius? Nutrius? Eucarius? Eucarius, maybe? Eucarius.
Time.
Eucarius, final.
I am sorry, I don't think I can take Nutarius. I have Neutrius on my page. So that's 15 points on toss-up number 6 to New Hampshire. Toss-up number 7. Name the owner of the building described in the following quotation. So he went, and with him went 22 weeping companions. They found New Hampshire 1.
Palace of Odysseus.
I'm sorry, I can't take Palace of Odysseus. New Jersey 1.
Circe.
Circe is correct. The full question. So he went, and with him went 22 weeping companions. They found the house built of hewn stone, and around it were mountain wolves and lions, which she had bewitched because she had given them evil drugs. Circe. Bonus number 1 for New Jersey. Name Circe's island, which was perhaps located somewhere off Italy.
Wasn't it like Aya or something?
Aya, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
Final answer.
Sorry, could you say that again?
Aya, final answer.
Aya is correct. And bonus number 2. What man led the expedition of 23 men that located Circe's house on Aya and was the only one to escape being transformed into pigs by the sorceress?
Okay, I remember this from somewhere. I just don't know where.
It's not Odysseus, right? Is it Odysseus?
I mean, it could be because like I remember like in the Odyssey they say like, do you know how many people were in Odysseus' crew?
I'm pretty sure Odysseus was the one who escaped, right?
That's what he escaped. He was the only one who was not turned into pigs. But
Odysseus, final answer.
I'm sorry, Odysseus is not correct. This is Eurylochus.
Can you paste like the toss-up, please? I was just like wondering where to start. Yeah.
I believe we can.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, so that is 15 points on toss-up number 7 to New Jersey. Toss-up number 8. The passage from the previous rounds continues. Listen carefully to the following passage, which I will read twice, and answer in Latin the question that follows. Ubi duae feminae tandem aquilam conspexerunt et capiebant picturas aquilae. O miseras feminas, aquila furens sibi cogitavit, ego eas puniam quod picturae non mihi placet. Statim regina avium de statua volabat, et donum sordidum in capita feminarum demisit. Feminae multis lacrimis dolent. And I'll repeat. Ubi duae feminae tandem aquilam conspexerunt et capiebant picturas aquilae. O miseras feminas, aquila furens sibi cogitavit, ego eas puniam quod picturae non mihi placet. Statim regina avium de statua volabat, et donum sordidum in capita feminarum demisit. Feminae multis lacrimis dolent. And the question, quales, Massachusetts one?
Miseras.
I don't think I can take miseras. New Hampshire one.
Miserai.
I have miserai on the page. Andrew, I just want to check with you real quick. I'm not going to take miseras or read them.
Go ahead and read them the question because it's clear that we need a nominative once you hear the whole question.
The question was quales feminae ad finem fabulae erant. All right, so bonus number 1 for New Hampshire. Cur aquila errata erat.
Because picture I weren't pleasing to her.
Quod femina capiebat picturas aquila, right? Is that the right fragment? Okay. Quod feminae capiebat picturas aquilae, final answer.
I can take that. And bonus number 2. Quomodo aquila feminas punivit.
Is it like the donum sordidum part?
Yeah, donum sordidum demisit. So aquila donum sordidum demisit. Is that the sentence?
I think so.
Right part, yep.
Okay. Aquila donum sordidum demisit. Final answer.
Can you give me more information?
Aquila donum sordidum in capita feminarum demisit.
I can take that. So that is 20 points on toss-up number 8 to New Hampshire. Toss-up number 9. Circumventing the Senate. What tribune attempted to rebuild Rome's class of small farmers by New Hampshire 1?
Tiberius Gracchus.
Tiberius Gracchus is correct. By confiscating private holdings of public land in excess of 500 jugera and redistributing it to smaller farmers in 133 BC. Bonus number 1 for New Hampshire. What friend of Scipio Aemilianus had attempted to pass a similar law around 145 BC, but halted in the face of opposition from the large landholders?
Is that Gaius Laelius? Sarah, does this ring any bells? No.
Yeah.
Gaius Laelius, man.
Gaius Laelius is correct. And bonus number 2. Who led the mob that murdered Tiberius Gracchus?
So Nausicaa? Scipio Nausicaa? Scipio Nausicaa, fine.
Scipio Nausicaa is correct. So that's 20 points on toss-up number 9 to New Hampshire. Toss-up number 10. From what Latin noun do we derive the English words inertia? Massachusetts 1.
Noun.
Need your answer.
Caput meaning head.
I'm sorry, caput meaning head is not correct. New Hampshire 3.
Ars meaning skill.
Ars is correct. Bonus number 1 for New Hampshire. From what Latin noun do we derive the English words duel, revel, and rebellion? That's duel, D-U-E.
I'm assuming bellum, belly.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think that's just like bellum war.
Okay. Bellum, fine.
Bellum is correct. And bonus number 2. From what Latin noun do we derive the words ferret and furtive?
Is that ferret?
Do you mind ferret?
Because ferret means to like transfer or carry.
Like the verb, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
We were looking for a noun though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're looking for a noun.
Yeah.
Furtive is
Can we go race maybe? Just think.
Wait, is like
Time.
is there this kind
Need
of
an answer, please?
Race. Final.
I'm sorry, race is not correct. This is for. So that is 15 points on toss-up number 10 to New Hampshire. And after 10, let's have our score.
The score at the midway point is New Hampshire 90, Massachusetts 70, New Jersey 15.
All right, still got half a round to go. And what better way to start off that second half than with toss-up 11. Toss-up. Name the title character from the classic children's book described with the following Latin sentences. Puer cum tribus liberis ad insulam distantem volat. New Hampshire 1.
Wait, is this Peter Pan?
Peter Pan is correct. The rest of the quote. In qua insula sunt multi pueri amici, irati piratae, et crocodilus crepitans sicut horologium. Peter Pan. Bonus number 1 for New Hampshire. Name the title character from the classic children's book described with the following Latin sentence. Puella cuniculum album sub foramen sequitur, in quo sunt feles et vir insanus et mus et regina quae capita hominum excidi ubet.
Is Alice?
Yeah.
It's like Alice in Wonder. That Alice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think just Alice works, right? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Alice, final.
Alice is correct. And bonus number 2. Name the children's book described. Postquam mater filium nomine maximum ad cubiculum mittit. Maximus obdormit, et suum cubiculum silva intra mare profundum fit, in qua multa fera habitant.
Named Maxima?
Off-orbit swim curriculum, a forest in the ocean.
Time.
This is the kid Max. It's
Need an answer, please?
no answer.
This is, I can see it, you're getting right there. It's Where the Wild Things Are.
Yeah.
So that's 15 points on toss-up number 11 to New Hampshire. Toss-up number 12. What man went into exile with the necklace and robe of his ancestor? Massachusetts 2.
Alcmaeon.
I'm sorry, Alcmaeon is not correct. Let's see, next I have New Jersey 4.
Oedipus.
I'm sorry, Oedipus is not correct. I will finish the question for our remaining team. What man went into exile with the necklace and robe of his ancestor Harmonia after he was driven from the shared rule of the city of Thebes by his brother Eteocles? What man went into exile? New Hampshire 4.
Polynices?
Polynices is correct. Bonus number 1 for New Hampshire. Name the two sisters of Polynices and Eteocles.
Antigone and Ismene.
You go for it.
Okay, yeah. Antigone and Ismene, final answer.
Antigone and Ismene is correct. And bonus number 2. Polynices used the necklace of Harmonia to bribe Euryphile into persuading her husband to join the expedition against Thebes. Name Euryphile's husband.
Amphiaraus.
Go again.
Final answer. Yeah. Amphiaraus, final answer.
Amphiaraus is correct. So that's 20 points on toss-up number 12 to New Hampshire. Toss-up number 13. Give the present passive infinitive for sumo. Massachusetts 1.
Sumi.
Sumi is correct. The rest of the question, meaning to be taken up. Bonus number 1 for Massachusetts. Give the perfect active infinitive for cado, meaning to have fallen.
Kikidise, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Kekadise, final answer.
Kekadise is correct. And bonus number 2. Give the correct form of proficiscor for the sentence, Marcia sees that her sister is about to set out from home.
Okay, so profecturam essay? Is it?
Yeah. Is that the principal part?
Yeah, it's perfectus.
Okay, yeah, then profecturam essay, final.
Perfecturam essay is correct. So that's 20 points on toss-up number 13 to Massachusetts. Toss-up number 14. What region was the home of the xenophobic King Busiris? New Hampshire 1.
Egypt.
Egypt is correct. The home of the xenophobic King Busiris, the home of the shape-shifting sea god Proteus, and the place where Io ended her wanderings near the Nile. Bonus number 1 for New Hampshire. Which Greek captured Proteus on Pharos while trying to return home from Troy?
So this is Menelaus.
I don't know. You can go with that. Yeah. I don't think I know this one.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Menelaus, fun.
Menelaus is correct. And bonus number 2. Who killed Busiris during a journey westward that also saw him kill the giant Antaeus?
Heracles.
Yeah.
Heracles, fun.
Heracles is correct. So that is 20 points on toss-up number 14 to New Hampshire. Toss-up number 15. In a Roman connubium, what was the flammeum? New Hampshire 1.
Like the bridal veil.
Bridal veil or veil is correct. A bright red garment worn by the bride is the rest of the question. Bonus number 1 for New Hampshire. A trio of what kind of object was traditionally carried by a Roman bride during her wedding procession? One to drop on the road, one to give her husband, and one to dedicate to the lares of her new household.
So are these like the little, well, not the little, the coins? Holden would know this.
Yeah, we don't really know. Coin sounds good.
Okay. Coins, fine.
Coins is correct. I could have also taken numi. And bonus number 2. What was the Latin term for a bride's dowry?
So just those, right?
Yep.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Dose final.
Dose is correct. So that's 20 points on toss-up number 15 to New Hampshire. And after 15, let's have our score.
New Hampshire 165, Massachusetts 90, New Jersey 15.
All right, great job so far, folks. There's still a quarter of a round to go. Toss-up number 16. Translate the following sentence into English. Caelum erat clarum visu. New Hampshire 1.
The sky was bright to see.
Could you say that one more time? Sorry.
The sky was bright to see.
The sky was bright to see is correct. Bonus number 1 for New Hampshire. Translate the following sentence into English idiomatically. Ad silvam veni, vitam octum.
I came to the forest to make a life.
Like to lead a life that's like just.
Oh, yeah.
Is that like?
I
Is
think
that like
lead a life
idiomatically
makes
like work?
Time.
Yeah, that sounds.
I came to the forest to work. Final.
I'm sorry, I can't take that. The correct answer was I came to the woods or forest to live life or to live my life. And bonus number 2. Translate the following sentence into Latin using a supine. My voice is pleasant to hear.
Mea vox est dulcis, I think. Is that?
Secundus, right?
To hear auditu.
Yeah. Pleasant.
Vox mea est
Or
secunda auditu.
yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Time.
Okay. Vox mea est secunda auditu.
Give me 1 second. What do we think about secunda?
Nothing immediately jumps out. We can check on it.
All right. Could you say your answer one more time just to make sure that we have it?
Vox mea est secunda auditu.
Okay, thank you. We are going to check on that What I have written down is vox mea est iucunda auditu. I don't know for sure about secunda, so we're going to check on it and we'll figure all that out.
So we're not going to award points at this time.
Right. For now, we're not going to give points on bonus number 2. So that's going to be 10 points on toss-up number 16 to New Hampshire. All righty. Toss-up number 17. What derivative of the Latin word tenuis, meaning thin, means providing a partial justification or excuse? New Jersey 1.
Extenuate.
Extenuate is correct. Providing a partial justification or excuse for something. Bonus number 1 for New Jersey. What derivative of the Latin verb stringo, meaning to bind, means a narrow passage or channel?
Straight. A strait is like a term used for, it's a geographic term used for like narrow strait of water or something.
Oh, okay, yeah. Straight, like without the GH. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Straight, final answer.
Straight is correct. And bonus number 2. What derivative of the Latin verb placeo, meaning to please, means to maintain or urge a claim?
Do you guys know what this is?
Maintain or placate? Wait, no. No, that. Never mind. That means to like placate means to like. Yeah, I know.
So like maintain.
To urge, maybe? I don't know.
Oh wait, would satisfy be like a derivative of placate? Satisfy.
I'm sorry, satisfy is not correct. The answer was plead. So that's 15 points on toss-up number 17 to New Jersey. Toss-up number 18. What new colony did Hadrian commemorate with New Hampshire what?
Aelia Capitolina.
Aelia Capitolina is correct. The rest of the question, commemorate with the shrine to Jupiter Capitolinus, and thus ignited a conflict known as the Second Jewish War due to the shrine occupying a space sacred to the city's inhabitants. Bonus number 1 for New Hampshire. In response, what Jewish leader led a guerrilla-style revolt against the Romans for the next 5 years?
Simone Bar Kokhba. Simone Bar Kokhba, final.
Simone Bar Kokhba is correct. Bonus number 2. What did Hadrian rename the province of Judea after the Second Jewish War?
Is Judea Palestina like the right name? Or is it something completely different?
Yeah, I think there's Palestinian in there.
Yeah.
Yes. Go for it.
Judea Palestina, final.
I'm sorry, Judea Palestina is not correct. The answer is Syria Palestina. So that's 15 points on toss-up number 18 to New Hampshire. Toss-up number 19. Aphrodite angrily killed Calliope's son Orpheus after the muse ruled that half of what youth's time? Massachusetts 3.
Adonis.
Adonis is correct. Half of what youth's time should be given to Aphrodite and half should be given to Persephone. Bonus number 1 for Massachusetts. It mattered little, however, since Adonis was killed as a youth by what type of animal?
Boar. Yeah.
Boar, final answer.
Boar is correct. And bonus number 2. What king of Thrace was the father of Orpheus by Calliope?
I don't remember this.
Yeah, I'm forgetting it. It hasn't come up in like very long.
You remember any Kings of Thrace?
No, we're not gonna guess it. Definitely. I think it has like an A or a O at the beginning.
Log.
Yeah,
Time.
is it? I'm gonna say
Calagrius, final answer.
Say that again.
Calagrius.
Could you spell that? I am sorry, I don't think I can take that. I have Oiagris. So it's going to be 15 points on toss-up number 19 to Massachusetts. And after 19, let's have our second to last score.
New Hampshire 190, Massachusetts 105, New Jersey 30.
All right, everybody, just one more to go. Toss-up number 20. What use of the ablative case is found in the following sentence? Volo amicis appropinquare. Massachusetts 1.
Yeah. Okay. We shall say cause.
I'm sorry, cause is not correct. New Jersey 1.
Place where?
Place where is correct. The whole sentence, Volo amicis appropinquare, sed nescio in quo loco sint. Bonus number 1 for New Jersey. What use of the dative case is found in that same sentence? Volo amicis appropinquare, sed nescio in quo loco sint.
I don't know anything about uses of datives.
Mahika, do you know?
I know there's a case with special verbs.
Yeah.
And volo is, I know, a regular.
Time.
With special verbs. Final answer.
Dative with special verbs is correct. And bonus number 2. What use of the genitive case is found in the following sentence? Me arguisne ilius facinoris?
Okay, so the types of genitives I know are.
Yeah, we went over this like the other day. There's possession, description, material, characteristic. Which one does this be?
Is it material or is it like, or description?
There's also a genitive case of charge, but I don't know if it is.
Ocean, what do you think?
Is it
time?
Need your answer, please.
A case of charge. Final answer.
Genitive of charge is correct. Yeah, charge, penalty, accusation, would have taken any of that kind of stuff. So that is 20 points on toss-up number 20 to New Jersey. And after 20, what's our final score?
New Hampshire 190, Massachusetts 105, New Jersey 50.
All right, great job, everybody. Thank you for coming and playing. Before we go on and get out of here, I want to thank the players for a great round, of course, and our audience members for joining us in the Zoom and the watchers on YouTube. I also want to give a huge thank you to our behind the scenes staff and our convention organizers and everybody who actually makes this stuff happen, to the backup mods and scorekeepers and timers and tech people. Everybody, thank you so much. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put our score table in the chat, as well as the link to our mod evaluation. Whether you have good things to say, bad things to say, whatever you have to say about the job we did today as moderators, please let us know. It's very helpful. And with all of that having been said, there we go. That's the end of the round. Thank you for playing.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Is David still here?
So I just have a question for you guys.
Just 1 second. We are pre-recorded and you can listen to them anytime. By participating in this session, you are agreeing to abide by the NJCL Code of Conduct and the guidelines which I will go over. Do not record any audio or video without express permission. The moderator and the tech assistant have the authority to remind participants of the guidelines and to remove a participant from Zoom for not following the guidelines and or the NJCL Code of Conduct. I'm going to remind you to wait until recognized in order to answer a toss-up. So even after you've buzzed, make sure to wait until you're recognized, because it may look like you're next on your screen, but my screen might be different. Audience, remember to keep your cameras and mics off for the duration of the match, but please use the emoji reactions during the score checks to show your support. Let's go ahead with the Aurelia passage. Will, could you help me out there? All right, you have in the chat the Aurelia passage, which I will read to give you an idea of how I pronounce Latin and how loudly I do it. Aurelia, qui urbs placebat, erat in Aegypto cum familia sua ingenti et equo suo. Tredecim ludos magnos Iovis in amphitheatro Alexandriae spectabant. Tandem hic equus iratus domum recurrere coepit. Was that a good volume? Could everybody hear me fine? Okay, I'm gonna be looking this way when I'm reading the questions because they're over on this screen. You guys are on this screen. If you were wondering why that was happening. Remember not to consult during toss-ups, even though we're not on the same place. You can still make gestures or sounds through Zoom that can be construed as consultation. So don't do that. And remember that on your computers, you should have closed all of your tabs except for Zoom. And if you want a blank unshared document, you can also use a blank sheet of paper if that works better for you. But everything else should be out of your general vicinity. The moderators have discretion to make rulings during the rounds. If there's an issue, please direct it to the Certamen chair. Please be polite and respectful of our judgment. Can I have the captain of each team give us a wave? Hi. Hi, captains. Thank you. Does anyone have any questions? All right, and just for due diligence purposes, what I'm going to read to you is the NJCL 2021 Certamen Advanced Round 3. Does that sound right? No one here is intermediate? Cool. It's usually ridiculous, but it pays to check. So it looks like we're in a hold because of a couple of students who are coming from the Candidates Open Forum. So
I think there's a question for you in the chat, Andrew.
Oh, cool. How do I pronounce dot in an abbreviation? So the official guidelines for moderators, it should be the same for all moderators. They will say period, but they won't pronounce capitalization. So A period, M period, anti-meridium. Even though AM is usually capitalized, I'll just say A period, M period. So say the periods, not the capitalization. And we've got time for questions, so feel free. to put them in the chat, ask them out loud.
Mr. Rist, I could be snarky and ask you how you pronounce Latin Ys that are clearly formerly Greek upsilons.
Well, if you had been listening to the Aurelia passage, you would already know that. Aurelia qui orbs placebat erat in Aegypto cum familia sua ingenti et equo suo. Sorry. I think the most underrated part of the Aurelia passage is the word Iovis. Technically, really, if you were doing really good Latin, you would say Yawis, but it sounds like an A, which can cause tons of misunderstandings. So I say short O's as Yowis, and I just try to say long O's as a longer O, like Ludos.
About quantity.
Yeah. But I can't tell you how many times it's come up that someone said omnis, quid anglique significat omnis, and someone said stream, and then the moderator said no, that was just a short O, it means all.
You know, I think one time when I was in high school, you were moderating like a finals round for us, and you were explaining like that exact thing. And then a question about that word was in the round, and it was hilarious.
Oof, I messed up there. And I guess, yes, my pronunciation of the upsilon did make the psuche question really hard. Might have been easier if I had said psyche. I don't remember what level that was in. You guys might not remember it.
Oh, I was just asking you a pedantic question. I wasn't like trying to criticize you for anything. I was just trying to fill time slot here.
And I'm doing the same, just rambling.
I have a logistical question, which maybe everyone knows the answer to, but when it comes time to group for the top 9 for the semifinals, the one plays which teams? Is it 6 and 7?
Yes, 1, 6, 7.
2 plays
2, 5, 8, 3, 4, 9.
5, 8, and 3, 4, 9. Thank you.
The Virginia team's on it. They've got it all.
I see that in the chat. Thank you.
And 3, 4, 9 is usually, yeah, that round can get crazy. Not that the others don't.
Yeah, if the teams are seeded accurately, that's usually the closest round.
Yeah.
But depending on draws, who knows? You could have an underpowered number 1 team, something like that. So we're going to post the scoreboard link again at the end of the round. You probably already have it. Just remember that we're going to disappear into a room and talk about anything that came up in the round. So those scores might change from what you see immediately after the round. But you will know, I think sometime tonight, who's in semis and what semi round you are playing in. Any other questions? All right, let's just sit in silence.
Could I run to the bathroom really quickly?
Go for it. That goes for everybody.
That's an excellent question that we have in the chat. What kind of conditioner do we use? I'll say for the longest time I used like the 2-in-1 Head and Shoulders, but recently I had an awakening, and by awakening I mean one of my friends told me you need to stop doing that very forcefully, and now I have this like Certamen stuff. That's pretty sweet.
Same. And I was kind of the same, but I started swimming again, and my hair got really dry, and so I had to go with something heavier duty than Head and Shoulders.
I just wasn't informed because it said it got rid of dandruff, and I was like, okay, cool. Just kept using it, but it didn't get rid of dandruff. I was like, I trust the bottle like a fool. And now things are much better.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was seeing action in the document, but it's for those replacement questions.
Does anyone have strong feelings on hair products? I could use some advice.
I have very strong feelings about hair products. With the hair. I like a very expensive hair brand called Living Proof, but it has literally changed my hair's life.
All right.
I can now blow dry my hair in 5 minutes, which is, if you knew my hair, you'd be really, really impressed because I have a lot of hair. It's expensive, but totally worth it.
I'm gonna Google this right now.
Ooh, also a really great conditioner. If y'all have Trader Joe's by you, there is a conditioner there. They call it a hair mask. It smells glorious. It's like this coconut sandy beach kind of smell. Oh man. It's lovely.
I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's and definitely get some of this. So it's a coconut beach?
They call it like this Trader Joe's hair mask. And like Trader Joe's things is very affordable. And like you could use like less than a Hershey Kiss size of it. And it would go a long way. And it's wonderful.
Right. That is gonna definitely be the next step.
Wait, who what now?
Is it the hair serum?
No, I think they just call it a hair mask.
Because I use the hair serum just after I wash my hair. Yeah.
I would say this conditioner is not as good as my really expensive conditioner, but it just smells so wonderful. It smells like a beach vacation. It's great. It's just like relaxing. Ooh, lavender scented everything. Oh.
Lavender's good. Lavender's a good smell.
Lavender.
We all use a little lavender in our competitive lives. By the way, none of us are being paid by Trader Joe's to sponsor anything.
No. No sponsorships.
Hold up. I am being paid by Trader Joe's, but for a totally different reason.
As long as it's not a sponsorship, we're good.
All right. Who here got a COVID puppy?
I got 3. And by I mean my mom.
Wait, you currently own, or you during the pandemic got new puppies?
During the pandemic. So we got one of them like at the beginning of the pandemic, like a week into the crazy weird times where it was like, what are we doing here? And then we got another one in the middle, and we already had one. So now it's 3 Chihuahuas. 2 of them are pandemic Chihuahuas.
And on that note, we've got the go-ahead. So let's start the round. I will read one practice question now for no points. This question does not necessarily reflect the difficulty of questions found in this tournament. Practice toss-up. What four-word phrase in the first few lines of the Aeneid expresses Virgil's Virginia 3, Anand?
Tantain animis caelestibus irae.
Tantain animis caelestibus irae is correct. Expresses Virgil's incredulity at the vindictiveness of the gods. It's Tantain animis caelestibus irae. Bonus 1, what case is animis?
Is this actually?
I think it's dative, right?
Is there such
Yeah,
great
feels
anger in
dative.
the minds of the gods? Is it not like vocative or applet of a place where or something?
I mean, if you
Answer, please.
whatever, just go whatever.
Dative final.
Dative is correct. Bonus 2, what case is irae?
Nominative.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nominative final.
Oh, sorry, you did say final. Nominative is correct. That is 0 points for Virginia on the sample toss-up because no points were available. This 50 years of Certamen throwback question came from 1988, upper round 3 of NJCL Certamen. All right, on to toss-up number 1 for all teams. What work of Latin literature, which discusses literary issues such as beginning in medias res and the Deus ex machina in Virginia 2, Thomas?
Dialogos de Oratoribus.
I'm sorry, Dialogos de Oratoribus is not correct. I will start over for the other two teams. What work of Latin literature which discusses literary issues such as beginning in medias res and the Deus ex machina in 476 hexameters addresses peripatetic theories on poetry and is written by Horace? Wisconsin 1, Ali.
The Amores.
I'm sorry, the Amores is not correct. New Hampshire 4, Jiaotong. You're muted, New Hampshire 4.
Ars Poetica.
Ars Poetica is correct.
I thought about it.
Bonus 1 for New Hampshire. The Ars Poetica is alternatively titled Epistula ad Pisones. What other work does Horace alternatively refer to as Iambi?
I think this is the apples, right?
I think.
Okay. Final answer, apples.
Epodes is correct. Bonus 2. The Ars Poetica is sometimes placed in the second book of what other work of Horace, which contains lengthy letters to Augustus and Julius Florus on literary subjects?
I think it's just episodes. Episodes. I'll spell it in the chat. Does everyone think that's all right?
Go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
Wait, sorry, epistles. Typo. Final answer, epistles.
Epistles is correct. That's 20 points for New Hampshire on toss-up 1. Toss-up 2 for all teams. What Latin noun formed from a Latin verb meaning pretend? Wisconsin 1, Ali.
Simulacrum.
Simulacrum is correct. What Latin noun formed from a Latin verb meaning pretend means image or statue. It's a simulacrum. Bonus 1 for Wisconsin. What Latin noun formed from another Latin noun meaning wall means a gap or the space between two things?
Sorry, you cut out for me for like a second, but I have pasted so I can see it. The gap or the space between two things. So Murus, Moenia, or Paries.
Is
What do you
Wallen
think? Wallum as well. That is true.
Answer, please.
Enter Wallum. Final answer.
Interwallum is correct. And bonus
Thanks,
two,
Patrick. You clutched up.
what Latin noun formed from a Latin verb meaning cover means a roof tile?
Okay, cover is like Operia or Tego. So
Yeah. Isn't like tectum?
no, I don't think it's tectum because that's roof. Tegula is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
All right. Is it tegulum or tegula?
I think tegula.
Time.
Tegula, final answer.
Tegula is correct. That is 20 points for Wisconsin on toss-up 2. Toss-up 3 for all teams. On what island does a man strap on the gloves of Eric's to defeat a young boxer named Wisconsin 2, Alex?
Is this Lemnos?
I'm sorry, this is not Lemnos. New Hampshire 3, Kiese.
Scaria.
I'm sorry, Scaria is not correct. I will start over for the remaining team. On what island does a man strap on the gloves of Eric's to defeat a young boxer named Dares during the funeral games for Anchises in the Aeneid? Virginia 3, Anand.
Sicily.
Sicily is correct. Bonus 1 for Virginia. Dares had earlier won the boxing match at whose funeral games?
Whose funeral games are earlier in the Aeneid
Oh,
for them to have?
it's not Palinurus. Is it?
Thomas?
Didn't they have funeral games on Crete?
No.
But for who?
Time.
Answer, please.
Palinurus, final.
Sorry, Palinurus is not correct. These games weren't actually in the Aeneid. He just mentions them. It's the funeral games of Hector. Bonus 2. During the archery contest at the games, what man's arrow miraculously catches fire?
Oh.
It's familiar, but I definitely can't pull the name.
Yeah, same.
Pandarus is Greek, right?
Yeah, no, he's the archer from he's the Greek archer. Different guy.
Is it Ascanius, maybe?
Sure.
Sounds fine.
Answer, please.
Ascanius, final.
No, sorry, Ascanius is not correct. This is Acestes' arrow that catches fire. So that is 10 points for Virginia on toss-up number 3. Toss-up 4 for all teams. Which hill hosted Domitian's large Virginia 1, Owen?
The
Answer, please.
Esquiline.
I'm sorry, the Esquiline is not correct. I'm going to start over for the other 2 teams. Which hill hosted Domitian's large funeral monument to the Flavian dynasty, had the Forum of Trajan carved into it, and was New Hampshire 4, Jiaotong?
Palatine.
Sorry, Palatine is not correct. Wisconsin 3, Rhea.
The capital
Answer. Capitoline is not correct. The last clue was that it was the mythical home of Titus Tatius and the Sabine people. And that is the Quirinal. So no points on toss-up 4. Moving on to toss-up 5 for all teams. Give the form of Alfero that would appear in a Latin translation of this sentence. If only that man, Virginia 3, Anand. Answer, please.
Autulisset.
Autulisset is not correct. New Hampshire 2, Joseph.
Obstulisset?
Can you say it again, please?
Obstulisset?
Obstulisset is correct. I just didn't hear your T super loudly the first time. Yes, obstulisset. The full sentence was, if only that man had not stolen the gift. Obstulisset. Bonus one for New Hampshire. Give the form of Alfero that would appear in a Latin translation of this sentence. I don't know by whom the gift was stolen.
Okay, the gift neuter was stolen. So wait, is it oblatus?
It's subjunctive.
Wait, I don't know by whom. So yeah, it's character. Well, no, it's not characteristics. It's specific to this.
What is it?
type of stolen.
Oblatum sit?
Time.
No. Wait, why is it subjunctive? It's specific to the dude.
Oblatum sit. Final answer.
Wait.
Oblatum sit is correct. Sorry, you can't take it back. You're correct. Bonus two. Now give the form of Alfero that would appear in a Latin translation of this sentence. I hope that he will steal the gift back.
Okay, so that he will steal. So
we will. So
that we will. So
Sorry, if I said he, it was we.
Okay, oblaturos.
Yeah.
Essay, right?
Yes. Yeah, go for it.
All right, oblaturos essay final.
Oblaturos essay is correct. We could have also taken Alferamos, assuming fore ut in there. But that is 20 points for New Hampshire on toss at 5. And after 5, let's stop and check the score.
New Hampshire 40, Wisconsin 20, Virginia 10.
Toss up 6 for all teams. On a trip to Rome in 40 BC, what minister of Hyrcanus convinced Antony and Virginia 1, Owen?
Herod?
Herod is correct. Convinced Antony and Octavian to make him king of Judea, which came to pass in 37 BC. Bonus 1. Name 2 of Herod's 3 sons, between whom his kingdom was divided upon his death in 4 BC.
One of them is also Herod. One of them
Need
is
to
Herod the
specify which
second.
That's helpful.
which Herod. Which one is this one? Is this Antipas or?
Sorry, what was that?
We need to specify
I
which
think
Herod.
Herod the second should be fine, but
Okay, Herod the second is fine.
Another one.
other sons.
Time.
Answer, please.
Herod the second and John.
Shout out, John.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. The 3 we could have taken were Herod Antipas. I might have prompted on Herod the second. Archelaus and Philip. Bonus 2. Pompey had previously supported Hyrcanus's claim to Judea against what brother of his?
It's Aristobulus.
Sounds good.
Good.
Aristobulus final.
Aristobulus is correct. That's 15 points for Virginia on toss-up 6. Toss-up 7 for all teams. De scribamos nunc proprietates dictionum in hoc sententia. Grex discipulorum multos menses Latinae studebant, quo melius examinibus fungerentur. Cuius, sorry. Yes. I did say that right. I just said it a little weird. Virginia 4, Andrew.
Subyung Tiwi.
I'm sorry, Subyung Tiwi is not correct. New Hampshire 2, Joseph.
No truce?
Sorry, no trios is not correct. Wisconsin 1, Ollie.
Imperfecti.
Imperfecti is correct. Cujus temporis est studebant. It's imperfecti. Bonus 1 for Wisconsin. Dic Anglicae rationem, starting over. Dic Anglicae rationem casus verborum multos menses.
Isn't it like accusative of duration of time?
Yeah. Accusative of duration of time. Final answer.
Accusative of duration of time is correct. And bonus 2. Pro vocabulo melius dic formam positivam.
Okay, so basically the positive form of melius, which is just
Bonus.
no, because it's an adverb.
Oh, bene.
Yeah. Wait, can you paste a sentence, the original sentence, please? Just gotta make sure it's not a neuter adjective. Yeah, it's an adverb. All right, bene, final answer.
Bene is correct. So that is 20 points for Wisconsin on toss-up 7. Toss-up 8 for all teams. What deity caused the instant coming of age of Acarnan and Amphoterus? Virginia 2, Thomas.
Zeus.
Zeus is correct. Transformed the Myrmidons from ants to men and made a daughter of Inachus into a heifer. It's Zeus. Bonus 1 for Virginia. What goddess made Jupiter promise to transform Aeneas's ships into nymphs and herself transformed Atalanta into a lioness?
This is Venus, probably.
Venus, probably.
Yeah, I think.
Thomas.
Ooh,
Maybe is this Iris? I don't know.
I was thinking. First, I'm probably very wrong, but I was thinking like Sibylle, but I think I'm wrong.
That might be.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Let's go with that.
Sibylle, final.
Sibylle is correct.
Good catch.
Notice 2. What deity, in order to aid her husband, convinced Samathe to turn a wolf to stone?
Oh, we just had this question. Shoot.
Okay, let's think about in order to aid her husband.
You married goddesses.
Only so many, I guess.
Is it like Semele or something? Or
Didn't
not
they-
Semele, Selene?
Answer, please.
Go for it.
Selene final?
No, sorry, this is Thetis. Aiding her husband Peleus. So that is 15 points for Virginia on toss-up 8. Toss-up 9 for all teams. In Latin literature, what name is shared by the title of an exhortation to philosophy written by Cicero that caused Augustine's spiritual crisis? Virginia 1, Owen.
Hortensius.
Hortensius. And the man in Catullus 65 to whom Catullus addresses a letter accompanying a translation of Callimachus. This man was also a well-known orator who defended Verres, and the answer is Hortensius. Bonus 1 for Virginia. How many Octiones in Verem were written by Cicero?
Just 2.
I think 2. Yeah, there were only 2, and he only did the first.
Only the first was the different. Wrote 2.
I think 2. He's
All
right. Yeah.
Sounds good.
2 final.
2 is correct. Bonus 2. Catullus 66 contains the accompanying translation mentioned in the preceding letter to Hortensius. Catullus 66 is a translation of what poem of Callimachus?
The Lock of Berenice?
Yep.
Or Berenice, or whatever you want to.
Berenice is fine if we're
Yeah,
doing
Lock
the
of
rest
Berenice
it
is
in
fine.
English.
All right, cool.
The Lock of Berenice final.
The Lock of Berenice is correct. Or the Lock of Berenike. That is 20 points for Virginia on toss-up 9. Toss-up 10. All teams are eligible. The Battle of Bananas continues. Listen carefully to the following passage, which I will read twice and answer in Latin the question that follows. Ut hostas breves prohiberemus, quominus nostros pedes ferirent, totiens saliebamus ut saltare videremur. Nunc simiae nos deridebant et exclamabant, ecce, illi homines sunt paucis arienis per teriti. Meminerimus imaginem eorum saltantium. Homines interdum sunt tam stulti. And I am starting the passage over. Ut hastas breves prohiberemus quominus nostros pedes ferirent, totiens saliebamus ut saltare videremur. Nunc simiae nos deridebant et exclamabant, ecce, illi homines sunt paucis arienis per teriti. Meminerimus imaginem eorum saltantium. Homines interdum sunt tam stulti. And the question, quibus erant, Virginia 3, Anand?
Paucis arienis.
Paucis arienis is correct. And on my page, so perfect. The full question was quibus erant homines per teriti secundum simias, and it's paucis arienis. Bonus 1 for Virginia, quomodo homines arienas vitaverunt.
How did the men avoid the monkeys or the bananas?
Saltare videremur or salie.
Viderentur.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, saltare viderentur or saliebant ut saltare viderentur.
Yeah,
That's
we just
the way
put
I
this
would
in the
say this.
indicative in our answer.
Yeah.
So like we
Dentur. Yeah.
We wait, should we put it in the perfect? Like
No, it's fine. We're just giving the presents.
Okay.
Answer, please.
Saliebant ut saltare videntur.
Saliebant ut saltare videntur. Say it again, please.
Saliebant ut saltare videntur. I know it's not the same sense that it has in the passage, but does that work fine with they were jumping as they seemed to be dancing? Or
Okay.
as they seemed to be dancing?
So I could have taken saliebant. I could have taken saltabant or saltaverunt. I'm just wondering about the grammaticalness of your answer. So they were jumping as they seem to dance. Is what, because it's not subjunctive like the passage is.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to not take this for now, but we're definitely going to look at it.
Can you say it one more time just so I can get it down exactly?
Yeah. Saliebant Ut saltare videntur.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. On to bonus 2. Quotiens homines dementer se gerunt.
Like
how many
just said
times?
Totians, right? Totians, ut something. Totians.
Yeah.
Didn't we just answer that?
I think this might be asking. Se gerunt is the important part.
Isn't that just like carry themselves?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like saying how
Badly?
many of them badly were they how many men were carrying themselves badly?
Or how often?
No, how many
How
times?
often? Oh yeah. So
I think
I'm
Totiens, yeah.
Answer, please.
Totiane's final.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. So quotiens, how often do humans act crazy? Interdom is what we're looking for. So sometimes instead of so often is what you're giving us with Totianes. So 10 points on toss-up 10 for Virginia. After 10, let's check the score.
The score at halftime is Virginia 70, New Hampshire 40, Wisconsin 40.
Toss-up 11 for all teams. What man's crime was given away by Academus after he used the city of Aphidnae to hide the newly abducted Helen, leading Virginia 1, Owen?
Theseus.
Theseus is correct. Bonus 1 for Virginia. What man proposed this plan to Theseus because he wanted to seize a daughter of Zeus?
Pirithous, right?
Yeah, Pirithous is correct.
All right. Pirithous final.
Pirithous is correct. And bonus 2. What sons of Theseus later rescued Aethra from Troy?
What sons of Theseus rescued Aethra from Troy?
Keep having this question.
Sons of Theseus.
Oh, wait. Didn't this just come up?
Yeah.
In Agon. It was like, he cut out when he gave the second answers. Can't remember. I have no idea.
Cleobus and Biton final.
Nailed it.
All right, Cleobus and Biton are not correct. We're looking for Acamus and Demophon. So that is 15 points for Virginia on toss-up 11. Toss-up 12 for all teams. Employing the same double envelopment tactic Hannibal would use at Cannae, what Spartan mercenary? Virginia 1, Owen.
Xanthippus.
Xanthippus is correct. What Spartan mercenary defeated Regulus in battle at the Bagratus Valley? Xanthippus. Bonus 1, at what naval battle following Bagratus Valley were Carthage's sea forces crippled for the next 5 years?
I think this is Cape Hermaeum.
Yeah, I would agree.
Sounds good to me.
Go for it.
Cape Hermaeum final.
Cape Hermaeum is correct.
Nice.
And bonus 2, set back by the disaster at Bagratus and their own ships lost to storms, the Romans returned to Sicily and captured what Carthaginian fortress in 254 BC?
Panormus.
Yeah.
Sure.
Panormus final.
Panormus is correct. That's 20 points for Virginia on toss-up 12. Toss-up 13. All teams are eligible. Give the 2 Latin verbs and their meanings, which have the third principal part. New Hampshire 2, Joseph.
Carno to perceive and Cresco to grow.
That's correct. Carno to perceive and Cresco to grow. You probably know already the last word of the question was Crewe. Bonus 1 for New Hampshire. Distinguish in meaning between the periphrastic verb constructions victurus sum and victurus sum.
Victurus. So victurus sum is I am going to conquer, right?
Yeah.
Victuo, could it be eat? I am going to eat. Wait.
Is
Wiki.
it winkio? Is it the fourth principal part winktum or is it weekdom?
Time.
Answer, please.
I am going to conquer and I am going to eat.
No, I'm sorry. Weak to assume I am going to live. Although it does give us the noun victus, which can mean food. Bonus 2. Give the third and fourth principal parts for both the Latin verb edo, meaning to eat, and the Latin verb edo, meaning to bring forth.
Okay, so edo, so edi or esi, no, edi and esum.
Eddie.
And then edidi and editum, right?
Yeah.
All right. So edi esum and edidi editum. Final answer.
That's correct. Edi esum and edidi editum are correct. So that is 15 points for New Hampshire on toss-up 13. Toss-up 14 for all teams. What author, perhaps inspired by a successful campaign against the Calaiki by his patron Decimus Brutus, Virginia 2, Thomas?
Accius?
Accius is correct. Wrote a fabula praetexta on the successful overthrow of Lucius Tarquinius Superbus by an earlier Brutus. And it's Accius. Bonus 1 for Virginia. What is the title of Accius's other fabula praetexta?
So it's the Brutus, which also Aeneadae. And
Oh
what's
wait,
the
no,
other?
it's Decius is also Aeneadae, and I think Brutus is the other one. Because it's probably talking about, or wait, Decius, I guess it would be Decius.
Okay, so
What was the
Decius.
toss-up? I already forgot what the one in the toss-up
The
was.
toss-up was about Brutus.
Okay, then
The
it's
toss-up was about
Decius.
Brutus.
Okay,
Decius final.
Decius.
Decius is correct.
My bad.
Bonus 2. What is the Latin term for the genre of plays that encompasses most of Accius's work?
Most of it is Cothernata.
Cothernata, yeah.
Yeah, Fabula Cothernata final.
Fabula Cothernata is correct. That is 20 points for Virginia on toss-up 14. Toss-up 15 for all teams. What group of sisters chose Lerna as the burial place for the heads of their husbands? Wisconsin 2, Alex.
Is this the Danaids?
This is the Danaids. Chose Lerna as the burial place for the heads of their husbands, for whose murder they were condemned to ceaselessly fill leaky buckets in the underworld, the Danaids. Bonus 1. Since Hypermnestra spared Lynceus, they were able to carry on the Danaid line. What twins, who supposedly quarreled in the womb, were the grandsons of Hypermnestra and Lynceus?
I'm not sure. Maybe to go with like Castor and Pollux. All right, sure. Castor and Pollux, final answer.
No, sorry, Castor and Pollux are not correct. The answer is Acrisius and Proetus. Bonus 2. Ovid calls the Danaids by a patronymic referring to their descent from what man, the father of Danaus and his brother Aegyptus?
I have no idea. I'm not sure either. Yeah, I don't know. I'll go with like Zeus or something. All right, Zeus' final answer.
Sorry, Zeus is not correct. The answer is Belus. So that is 10 points for Wisconsin on toss-up 15, and after 15, let's check the score.
Virginia 125, New Hampshire 55, Wisconsin 50.
Toss-up 16 for all teams. What emperor was beheaded and thrown into the Tiber after he tried to go back on the arrangement? Virginia 1, Owen.
Elagabalus.
Elagabalus is correct. Bonus 2. Oh, okay. That skipped a lot of stuff. First, the rest of the question. After he tried to go back on the arrangement to make his cousin Severus Alexander his Caesar. Bonus 1. What powerful grandmother of Elagabalus played the Agrippina to his Nero, but was not able to save Elagabalus from himself?
Yeah, this is Julia Misa.
Sounds good to me.
Julia Misa final.
Say it again, please.
Julia Misa.
Julia Misa is correct. I heard, yeah. I think you cut out in the middle that first time. Bonus 2. What city is the origin of the sun god that Elagabalus worshipped in Rome?
It's either Antioch or Amisa. I don't remember which.
Amisa sounds more familiar, but I don't want to be the one to blame if it's Antioch.
Either sound like good choices. Just go with your gut. I would guess Antioch, but up to you.
I don't do history. Do Antioch.
Antioch final.
I'm sorry, it's Emesa. So that's 15 points for Virginia on toss-up 16. Toss-up 17 for all teams. Say in Latin, who knew we would be at home for Virginia 3, Anand?
Quis sciwit nos domi mansuros esse tam diu.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Wisconsin 1, Ali.
Quis sciwit nos futuros esse domi tam diu.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. I am going to start over for the remaining team. Say in Latin, who knew we would be at home for a very long time? Say in Latin, who knew we would be at home for a New Hampshire 2, Joseph.
Sorry. Quis sciwit nos domi futuros esse diu.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. I'm just going to quickly check with my co-mod on some of these. Yes, Diutissime is what we were looking for.
Wait, can you check if Tom Diu would be taken instead of Diutissime, since it has like the same sense meaning?
So yes, we can check on it. So just going backwards, Joseph's answer is incorrect because of the degree of du. Ollie's answer, we believe, is incorrect because of using tom du instead of diutissime. Tom du meaning for so long a time or for such a long time, as opposed to for a very long time. And then Anand's answer also has the tom du issue, along with using moneo instead of sum. I didn't miss anything, right?
Would it also be possible to check if du can't have the implication of very long on its own without the superlative?
That sounds like an awesome thing for me to do.
Sorry, I don't want to burden you.
Sorry, that was, I didn't mean to be mean about it. We can definitely check on that, but I mean, very isn't usually contained in the meaning of a positive adverb is the problem. So if we've got challenges, which it sounds like we do, in multiple cases, the best thing to do is for us to read the bony to all three teams. Since who knows what could happen. So I'm going to create breakout rooms, one for each team. Unfortunately, we only have 2 moderators. So one team will be sitting around for a little while, but we have to put you in there so that you don't hear the other team getting the bony. So give me a few minutes and I will put everybody in rooms. When you get an invite to go to the breakout room, please go to the breakout room. So Will, I'm going to send you with New Hampshire to room 1. And then Virginia will be in room 2. And then Wisconsin in room 3. Zoom is fun. Okay, you should be getting an invite to your breakout room.
Dang, I had everyone's boxes set up in the right order and I have to reorder them.
You like manually moved them around?
Yeah, it's nice to have like each team on one row.
I didn't know you could even do that. Oh, you can. Wow. That's smart.
I'm
think
learning
that might
so
be a
much
new-
about Zoom today.
I think that might be a new Zoom thing because I don't have the updated version and I can't do that.
Oh, I can. I'm moving stuff everywhere right now.
Yeah, I think I got it a couple days ago. It says there's like a release video order like in the top right. Like when you move them around, then it gives you that option.
Yeah.
Oh,
I,
that's
by
cool.
pure coincidence, had you three back to back at the beginning of the round, but not anymore.
Well, I'll be dragging stuff.
It'd be great if we went through all this hassle with the splitting into different rooms for the bony and doing all that, and then none of us got it.
I
Yeah,
think that's
that
probably
very
going to
well
happen.
might happen.
Sisyphean Kerchamen.
Thomas, you know the challenge Tamen round?
I do.
I've wanted that round was written. I wanted to play it with other state teams, but I doubt we'll ever get the chance.
Oh yeah, no. That would probably be hard to organize if you figure out how to do it. By all
Also,
means,
it's so
feel free to-
short that like I don't
Yeah,
think
it's literally 5 questions. I don't know, it's just a tape. Well, it still took us like an hour because Jenny challenged every question.
Well, you're supposed to.
I guess.
For those who don't know, I believe this is that Anand wrote a short round in which every question is slightly wrong, and you have to challenge to get the correct answer.
All right, how's everybody doing? Are we missing? Nope. Okay. Will, how were the bony in your room?
For now, it's going to be points for bonus 2, no points for bonus 1.
What do you mean for now?
I believe the team challenged on not having to use Utanam.
Okay. So not having to use Utanam with the presence, I believe, is a thing. So
solid. Then everything
but
else
I guess
is right.
we don't need to provisionally award the points because it's no points for anybody pending the challenges. But we have all of this down. It was similar in both of the other 2 rooms. One of the bony they got, and the other there was an issue that we would need to look into. So, but again, 0 points, no points for anybody because we were looking for Diotissime. We did not get Diotissime.
Mr. Riss, do I need to record the responses to the bony for each team on the score sheet? Or do you have that?
If they were more clear cut, I would ask you to do that. But will you have yours written
Yes.
And I've got mine.
David, I've just made notes on it and then left the scores because it right now nobody got any of the toss-ups. So we're going to leave it at that.
Correct.
That way points can only go up.
No points for question 17.
This was fun and probably fruitless. So just everybody go ahead and get your chats resituated since they get messed up when you jump between rooms. I'm doing that myself. And we will proceed with toss-up 18. Is everybody ready? Okay, toss-up 18 for all teams. Make any dirty pig, Quispiam, Virginia 3, Anand. Answer, please.
Quopium. Always. Oh, no answer. Sorry.
Okay, Wisconsin 1, Ollie.
Yeah, no answer.
Okay. I will start over for the remaining team. Make any dirty pig, Quispiam luteus sus, nominative plural. Make any dirty pig, Quispiam luteus sus, nominative plural. New Hampshire 2, Joseph. You are muted.
Sorry. Quipium lutei suis.
Quipiam lutei suis is correct. Bonus 1 for New Hampshire. Make no witty poem, nullum dicox poema, nominative plural.
All right, so nulla dicacia, right? Poemata. Is that right? All right. Nulla dicacia poemata, final answer.
Nulla dicacia poemata is correct. And bonus 2, make every lavish feast, quidque sumptuosum epulum, nominative plural.
All right, so what is it? Quaeque sumptuosa. Oh, no, it goes to the feminine, right? Yeah, so quaeque sumptuosae epulae, is that it?
Go for it.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, quaeque sumptuosae epulae, final answer.
Quaeque sumptuosae epulae is correct. That is 20 points for New Hampshire on toss-up 18. Toss-up 19 for all teams. What Silver Age author wrote an epic poem about the Second Punic War in Virginia 1? No, sorry, Virginia 2, Thomas.
Silius Italicus.
Silius Italicus is correct. What Silver Age author wrote an epic poem about the Second Punic War in 17 books that is said to be the longest Latin historical epic that comes down to us? Silius Italicus. Bonus 1. According to Pliny the Younger, Silius Italicus had an obsessive admiration for what earlier Roman author whose tomb and relics he possessed?
Virgil.
Yep.
Virgil, final answer.
Virgil is correct in bonus 2. What other Silver Age author wrote an epic poem on the civil war between Pompey and Caesar?
Lucan.
We predicted that this would come up this round.
That's true. Lucan, final answer.
Lucan is correct. That's 20 points for Virginia on toss-up 19. And before the final toss-up, let's check the score.
Virginia 160, New Hampshire 75, Wisconsin 50.
I concur.
Okay. Toss-up 20. All teams are eligible. Let's hear some Roman epitaphs. Translate this Latin inscription found on a tombstone into English. Qui legis hunc titulum mortalem te es. Wisconsin 1, Ollie.
You who read this epitaph, remember that you are mortal.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. I'm going to start over for the other two teams. Let's hear some Roman epitaphs. Translate this Latin inscription found on a tombstone into English. Qui legis hunc titulum mortalem te esse memento. New Hampshire 4, Jiatong.
So you who are reading like this epitaph, remember that you too will be dead.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Virginia 3, Anand.
You who read this title, remember that you are mortal.
That is exactly what we have. Unfortunately for Team Virginia, we have since looked up epitaph as the meaning of titulum, and it is a meaning of titulum. So Wisconsin gets the toss-up. And sorry for the misdirection. Just had to look something up. Bonus 1 for Wisconsin. You will have 30 seconds to translate this epitaph. Decine iam mater lacrimis renovare querellas, namque dolor talis non tibi contigit uni.
Why is it so long? Okay, what does decine mean? Is that like to allow or?
Yeah, like Sino,
I don't
right?
remember.
I think that's allow, right?
I don't know if decine is the same thing, but let's figure the rest of this out. Mother,
Okay.
querulans.
Okay, it was like the at.
Time.
Answer, please.
Okay. Allow now, mother, to renew the quarrels with tears for such pain has touched not to you but to one. Final answer.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. Cease now, mother, to renew your laments with tears, for such grief has not befallen you alone. Tibi and uni go together. There. Bonus 2. Provided that you notice the hyperbaton, you will be able to translate this epitaph with 30 seconds time. Hoc qui scire cupis jaceant quae membra sepulchro, disces dum relegas hos modo versiculos.
What is hyperbaton?
I don't know. Is that just like an exaggeration?
No, that's hyperbole.
Yeah.
Okay, so you who desire to know this, I remember.
Sepulchre, like in the tomb?
Yeah, but
Time.
Answer, please.
Okay, I'm just gonna go with no answer.
Okay. You who want to know what limbs lie in this tomb, you will learn provided that you read again these little verses. And hyperbaton it's a mix-up of word order. So that's what it was warning you about. So that's 10 points for Wisconsin on toss-up 20. And let's go ahead and check the final score.
Final score, Virginia 160, New Hampshire 75, Wisconsin 60.
I concur.
All right. I want to thank the players for a good round and our audience members for joining us today. I also want to thank our behind the scenes staff and convention organizers, without whom none of this would be possible. We are going to paste a couple of links in the chat. The first is to the scoreboard. You probably already have the link by now. Take a look at that. But like I said, it will get updated somewhat tonight. And then we will announce the semifinal pinnings when all of the stuff we need to resolve is resolved. And the second is a link to the moderator evaluation. So if you have thoughts, either positive or negative, about how we're doing as moderators, please feel free to fill in a moderator evaluation.
Thank you for moderating.
Thank you.
Thank you all for coming
you.
to play in this unusual, or I guess it's semi-usual now, convention.
Thank you.